And there it is. Ding dong, I'm back. Roll up, everybody gather, come and join. One man yet went to mow. Yes, I am back. I can't even get the wordings out. So that tells you that I am back. One man went to mow. That session commences that afternoon slot, a bank holiday slot. Are you having a holiday? Is it a public holiday where you are? Come tell me all about it. The session has commenced and your company is required. That Oyalafin guy again, he's at it again. Come be at it with me. One man went to mow, the eagle has landed.
Water, only water. Water, only water, where they see ma. Water, 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 water. Hapa you don't come oh. Hapa oh night oh. Oro keke elemu ye o. Oro keke. Ide shodi ya keke elemu re o. Oro keke. Bobby master keke elemu re o. Oro keke. Chief Rufai Latif keke elemu re o. Oro keke. Eruku lele elemu de. Eruku lele elemu de. Eruku lele egbe elemu dodo jare o. Ghana ti dé ẹgbẹ́ bọ́ọ̀dì o. Ọmọ ẹlẹ́yẹ ẹ̀yẹ o ó dilé o. Odúyẹ̀lá ẹ̀yẹ o ó dilé o. Petro Sodana ẹ̀yẹ o ó dilé o. Petro Sodunke ẹ̀yẹ rẹ̀ ó dilé o. Ẹlẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ọ̀run mú ìní o. Àkùkọ ọ̀run mẹ́kọ̀. Ikú kò ní rí wa gbéṣe o.
And there it is. Ikú kò ní rí wa gbéṣe, the might, that is the Kegites. So there it is. Ikú kò ní rí wa gbéṣe. So, Iku Koniriwagbeshe, as guys, I bring you this. I am not a Yoruba nation agitator. Ola Jengbesi resigns as Igboho'S lawyer. So, effectively off Igboho'S legal team. Ola Jengbesi resigns from Igboho'S legal team. So, that bombshell, quite what's in play there, we'll find out just shortly. Presidency, why BUHARI signed 2022 budget despite insertion of 6,576 new schemes. So budget padding still, we did say that in this last budget essentially that this Aboki is going to have to sign. They are going to loot wholesale. What is left within the Nigerian coffers, they're going to loot everything. And this now, 6,576. Presidency, why BUHARI signed 2022 budget despite insertion of 6,576 new schemes. So there it is. It's unbelievable. This is a guy that vaunts as anti-corruption. A guy that's also claiming to be on a cleanup mission. I will clean up El Rufai's mess. SHEHU Sani says after joining Kaduna governorship race. So it looks as though now that guy throwing his heart in the ring for Kaduna State, I think El Rufai would have served his two terms there. So does that open up the space for SHEHU Sani? We'll find out in due course. And then we'll land on this narrative. Lagos Police Commissioner Odumosu orders arrest of security guards for refusal to allow him enter Magodo Estate. So for refusing to essentially allow him to attend an OWAMBE party, perhaps his name was not on the list, but then of course security guards doing their duties now incarcerated in custody. Lagos Police Commissioner Odumosu orders arrest of security guards for refusal to allow him enter Magodo Estate. So quite what is in play there, we'll find out shortly as well. So plenty to find out. So lean back, kick back, relax as we come in now via what is the usual quarters, the traditional quarters, and of course, another Python dance.
Python dance 1, Python dance 2, now Python dance 3. Unapoli Mary Nandi win the war. Python dance 1, Python dance 2, now Python dance 3. Unapoli Mary Nandi bu onyedu aimo. O Mary wonenizu Miroya. Abakare Mama Ndawora Unapuri Mary Nandi win the war. Python dance 1, Python dance 2, now Python dance 3. Unapuri Mary Nandi win the war. Python dance 1, Python dance 2, now Python dance 3. Unapuri Mary Nandi win the war. Python dance 1, Python dance 2, Python dance 3. Unapuri Mary Nandi win the war. Python dance 1, Python dance 2, Python dance 3. Unapuri Mary Nandi win the war. Python dance 1, Python dance 2, Python dance 3. Unapuri Mary.
And there you are, ugly rumor, Nandi wins the war. So from that ugly rumor to this, guys, I bring you this. I am not a Yoruba Nation agitator. Ola Jengbesi resigns from Igboho'S legal team. Pelumi Olajengbesi, one of the lawyers representing Sunday Adeyemo, a Yoruba youth leader, better known as Sunday Igboho, has resigned from the activist legal team. Igboho is being detained in Cotonou, Benin Republic, after he was arrested with Rocco, his wife, at Cardinal International Airport, Cotonou, whilst they were on their way to Germany on July the 16th, 2021. Olajengbesi announced his resignation on Sunday in a statement on his Facebook page. The lawyer said he was satisfied with his professional contribution to the legal team, adding that he does not want to be associated with any agitation for Yoruba Nation. This is to officially announce my resignation as counsel involved further in any matter relating to Chief Sunday Adeyemo Igboho and the Yoruba Nation agitators, the statement reads. As a firm, we are satisfied with our little best in contributing to the as a firm, we are satisfied with our little best in contributing to providing legal solutions and representations to Igboho and associated Yoruba Nation agitators as far as ensuring the protection and enforcement of their rights in this matter. We were able to secure the release of 12 persons brutally and unlawfully arrested by the reckless State Security Service and also secured the release of an innocent herbalist equally unlawfully arrested and detained by the SSS. I have stated ab initio that the scope of my work will only be within the purview of my professional duty as a lawyer to Sunday Igboho and his aides. I am a strong believer in constitutional democracy, civil liberty and human rights, which include the right to self-determination, but I am not a Yoruba nation agitator nor a member of any like organization. Olajengbe's resignation comes days after Banji Akintoye, the leader of Ilana Omo Oodua Worldwide, a Yoruba self-determination group, said Igboho would soon be released from detention. Akintoye had also said there will be no state governorship and House of Assembly elections in our homeland in 2022, adding that the next election we Yoruba people will engage in will be the first election in our own new country. So there you have it, the bombshell. The lawyer resigns from Igboho'S team. So now the abandoning of Igboho now is what we're seeing taking place in trickles, because he, of course, faded away from the headline somewhat. And just as he's reimagined rather into the public space, his lawyer jettisons him then and cast him adrift. So cast adrift without a paddle, and there it is, the fate of Igboho. The fate of Nigeria next, presidency, why Buhari signed 2022 budget despite insertion of 6,576 new schemes. The presidency on Sunday night said that President Muhammadu Buhari signed the 2022 appropriation bill into law despite the insertion of 6,576 new schemes worth 37 billion naira because he did not want to throw away the baby with the bath water. According to a statement by Garba Shehu, Senior Special Assistant to the President Media and Publicity, which gave the president's rationale for the action, even though Buhari had a disagreement with the National Assembly over the changes made to the budget, he was not in conflict with the legislators. The statement accused unnamed critics of deliberately trying to create a fiasco between the president and so let's just take that entirely all over again, because there are elements of this that we should highlight. So let's take it entirely all over again. The presidency on Sunday night said President Muhammadu Buhari signed the 2022 appropriation bill into law despite the insertion of 6,576 new schemes worth 37 billion naira because he did not want to throw away the baby with the bath water. So let's pause there for a moment. So let's just see exactly what is in play here. So this is how the budget works. The executive essentially prepares the budget for the nation to say that this is going to be their priority for this financial year. This is going to be their spend. Then they take that budget that they have prepared and hand it to the Senate for the Senate to forensically check it and then sign it off so that it can then be implemented. That's essentially broadly is how budgets work. But not in Nigeria. The presidency will prepare a budget that is heavily padded with just theft and looting. And then when they take it to the National Assembly, the National Assembly will then insert its own looting projects into that. But they've gone overboard this time around. 6,576 new schemes found in the budget that was presented. So the budget was presented and then an additional 6,576 new schemes were added onto it whilst it was being interrogated, whilst that budget was being interrogated at the assembly. This is what is going on in Nigeria, and this is what has gone on for the 6 years solid of Malam Buhari's administration. It is during this administration that we started to conjure with the term budget padding. So budget padding now, they padded in and they are padding out. According to a statement by Garba Shehu, Senior Special Assistant to the President, Media and Publicity, which gave the president's rationale for the action, even though Buhari had a disagreement with the National Assembly over the changes made in the budget, he was not in conflict with the legislators. So that then suggests that those insertions then happened at the National Assembly, because if he's saying that Buhari had a disagreement with our changes made to the budget with the assembly, so that then tells you that those changes did not come from his quarters. They came laterally when it got to the National Assembly. So the executive, Buhari and his cabal, they would have padded it heavy with their own looting. But then the Senate then added their own looting on top. But Buhari said it's not going to quarrel them over the new insertions. So why is it not quarreling them over the new insertions? Because if he quarreled them over the new insertions, then they will forensically look at the budget and they will slash it by half, if not even 80%, because that a good 80% of the executive budget itself is just about looting. So why would you then quibble that they are adding their looting onto it when the whole budget itself is just your looting? So that is the play, but the victim has ever the Nigerian person, they are the Nigerian populace. The statements are sorry, bear with me. There's a thing on this thing. Let me just see if I can get rid of this advert because it's one of those ones. Oh yeah, I think I got it. Let me just. Okay, bear with me. The statement accused unnamed critics of deliberately trying to create a fiasco between the president and the legislature are explaining the need for the president to give his assent to the budget because of other provisions contained in it, the statement said. Given Mr. President's commitment to improving the lot of the common man, it was felt that it would not be wise to throw away the baby with the bath water. The statement further explained Buhari's rationale for assenting to the bill. Mr. President was clear and candid in expressing his reservations with the numerous changes to the 2022 budget made by the National Assembly, which would hamper its implementation. However, to respond to critics that question why assent to the budget if it was so severely tampered with, we wish to respond as follows. We need to save value addictive projects, programs, and policies. Although over 10,733 projects were reduced and 6,576 new projects were introduced into the budget by the National Assembly, there are tens of thousands more provisions in the 2022 budget, all of which, when effectively and efficiently implemented, will have a significant developmental impact on the lives and livelihoods of ordinary Nigerians. Ongoing capital projects, critical recurrent votes, priority new projects all feature in the 2022 budget, and Mr. President's forbearance in assenting to the budget will save these provisions from implementation delay and other challenges. Dealing with modern democracy norms. President Buhari is a Democrat who deeply believes in the supremacy of the Constitution. With its check and balances across the three arms of government, it added. The president maintained that while it is true that the president expressed disagreement with insertions and other alterations, including the reduction in the provision for many strategic capital projects to introduce empowerment projects, innumerable lies are being spread about the president being angry, had blasted and lashed out at the parliament. This cannot be further from the truth. The statement pointed out that as the president of the Senate, Dr. Ahmed Lawan, said shortly after the budget signing ceremony, disagreements as the ones listed by the president are normal in everyday executive slash parliament relationship because, as he explained, executive and legislative judgments do not always have to be the same. The statement added, while we note that there are people who are trying to create a fiasco between the two arms of government on account of the budget, we are sure that they will, in the end, be disappointed. So let me see if it says anything more of an. Okay, let's just run it through. Is the whole of it a totality of a nonsense? The landing point really was the insertion of those new elements into the budget. So that was the key part of this thing. So let me just leave that one there because on and on it will go, trying to justify the injustifiable or the unjustifiable. I will clean up El Rufai's mess, Shehu Sani says after joining Kaduna governorship race. Former lawmaker representing Kaduna Central Senatorial District at the National Assembly, Shehu Sani, has indicated interest to join the governorship race in 2023. The lawmaker disclosed this while speaking during a radio interview in Kaduna on Saturday. Sani said he was joining the race to rescue the state from the mess that has been created by Governor Nasir El-Rufai. The lawmaker said that he was throwing his heart into the ring on the platform of the People's Democratic Party, adding that it was left for the party to unite its members to form a government that will respect the will of the poor in Kaduna State. He said, we sat with my loyalists and supporters and they wanted me to contest the governorship of Kaduna State, which I will do to remove APC, God willing, to remove anointed candidate of the state governor and to enter government house where comrade will be sworn in as the next governor that will bring changes, that will clean all the death they brought in the state in the name of development. I will bring security. This is what my supporters wanted, and I trust them. So I will contest the governorship seat under the PDP. Therefore, I call on the people of Kaduna to support and collaborate with me. I also solicit their prayers. I need the prayers of religious leaders, marketers, physically challenged, women, and youths. You voted for Malam as governor. What remains now is to have a comrade as a governor so as to see the difference between us. You must reject the anointed candidate of those who demolished your houses. Support us to see how we can form a government that respects the will of the poor in the state. The lawmaker said as a contestant, he doesn't have money to share to delegates to vote for him, warning that money politics was what brought the country into the mess under the ruling party. He said if the masses decided to vote for him, with or without money, he would win. So there you have it. That's the test then of money in politics within the Nigerian space. How quite a candidate can win an election without spending money in Nigeria is what is his name wants to put to test in Kaduna State. The man, whatever his name is, Shehu Sani. So we land on this final story and then see if there's anybody taking it on. Lagos Police Commissioner Odumosu orders arrest of security guards for refusal to allow him enter Magodo Estate. Lagos State Commissioner of Police Hakeem Odumosu has reportedly ordered the arrest of 4 security guards over the latter's refusal to let him into Brooks Estate, Magodo. This was confirmed in a statement by Adekunle Ajisebutu, spokesperson for the Lagos State Police Command. According to Ajisebutu, the statement was to debunk reports making the rounds that the police boss locked down the estate during his visit. According to the police spokesperson, Odumosu had visited the estate on Saturday to meet a strategic partner. You see, this is the thing, though. This is the thing. A strategic partner, i.e., girlfriend, So because they are not allowing him into the estate to go and see his girlfriend, he locks up all the security guards. This is the thing. According to the police spokesperson, Odumosu visited the estate on Saturday to meet a strategic partner, but was refused entry by private security guards even after being formally introduced. So let's just pause on that paragraph because that paragraph is the totality of what transpired just here. So pay attention. That strategic partner, they've put it in quotation marks. So that tells you that it is his girlfriend that is looking to go and see. So now let's now see. So that strategic partner being his girlfriend, let's now reread and unpick now this paragraph that speaks to the heart of what happened. According to the police spokesperson, Odumosu visited the estate on Saturday. So Saturday already a weekend. So you say that a business meeting can happen at any time, but highly unlikely that a strategic partner books an official meeting for Saturday. But let's go with even the possibility that that could be the case. According to the police spokesperson, Odumosu had visited the estate on Saturday to meet a strategic partner. So they put that in quotation mark, but that tells you that that's his girlfriend, but was refused entry by private security guards even after being formally introduced. So that is where the story is right there. So he goes into that estate, of course, to meet his girlfriend who has given the instructions to the security guards at the gate that she doesn't want to see him. So he turns up wanting to just to bully his way in, and he flashes his badge then telling them that he's the commissioner of police for Lagos State, and the security guards stood their ground, saying, Commissioner of Police or not, this is a private estate where the security people for this space, and we will only allow entry if the person that you're saying you want to come and visit is asking us to give you access. This lady now, this babe that you want to come and see, she says she doesn't want to see you. So turn your car around and be on your way. But then, of course, power show begins. So we take that paragraph again and run through. According to the police spokesperson, Odumosu had visited the estate on Saturday to meet a strategic partner, but was refused entry by private security guards even after being formally introduced. The statement reads, all appeals to the security men to allow CP to go see someone at a function where an urgent matter bordering on security was to be discussed fell on deaf ears even when they had foreknowledge of his coming. So let's stop there again. So just listen and examine, just read through that again. Listen, pay attention to what's being said. So they're saying the commissioner of police turns up for an important matter that borders on security for the state. That the person that he is meeting knows that he is meeting, and he formally introduces himself to the security at the estate, telling them that he's intending to attend this urgent meeting now, that etc. etc. So, for what reason would the security guards at an estate stop the commissioner of police of Lagos State from accessing that estate to attend a function and a meeting? What would be the reason? The only reason that private security guards would do that is that they would have been instructed by whoever the police commissioner is saying that he wants to go and visit not to let him in. And that is who gives them instructions. So you can be Buhari if you turn up and the person you are saying that you want to come and see does not want to see you, then you are not coming in. Those are the rules. So well done to the security guards for standing their grounds, but then of course it doesn't stop there. So the statement reads, all appeals to the security men to allow the CP to go see someone at a function where an urgent matter bordering on security was to be discussed fell on deaf ears even when they had foreknowledge of its coming. In spite of this deliberate humiliation, the senior police officer remained calm when it became obvious that the security men were going overboard. The CP, after about 30 minutes humiliation, ordered the arrest of 4 of the security men, leaving one. However, In order not to make the estate porous, the commissioner of police immediately posted well-armed policemen at the gate to support the security man left behind. A few minutes later, so it gets so this is it now. This is it, oh. This is where it gets juicy. But pay attention to this, then the story completely unfurls in front of your eyes. So this now paragraph opens that door that I was knocking at just earlier on. A few minutes later, a female resident of the estate, later identified as Adebola Fatiregun, who didn't witness the incident but heard of it, stormed the gate in anger, inciting other residents against the commissioner of police and his aides. So there you have it. So that then tells you then the totality of what's just happened. She was also arrested for inciting violence and conduct likely to cause a breach of the peace. The statement said all those arrested were taken to Isheri Police Division, where they made statements but were released minutes after following the statement said all those arrested were taken to Isheri Police Division, where they made statements but were released minutes after following intervention of notable individuals. So there you have it. A crime has been committed and so was a crime committed because a crime had to have been committed for them to have effected an arrest. And if a crime has been committed, how does then the intervention of it's just a total mess. You all know what I'm saying. Some residents of the estate, in solidarity with the arrested security men, deliberately closed the gate, thereby creating a temporary gridlock. This they did after the CP had left, perhaps to blackmail him and make him release the security men. Aji Shebutu added. So there you have it, power show in Nigeria. So nothing changes there, just another day in paradise for the Nigerian experience. So another day in paradise for the Nigerian experience. The Mighty Ajan Lekoko, we see you. Rational Mind, we see you. UK, we see you. Thomas, we see you. And of course, Charlie Boy, we see you. So good to have you all, gentlemen. Good to have you all. So let's go quickly first to Thomas and have him address then the antics of the Commissioner of Police in Lagos. Thomas, good to have you.
Yeah, how are you, man?
I'm good.
Hello, how are you?
Yes, I'm good. So quickly then, the Commissioner of Police in Lagos, he wants to attend what he proposed to be a function on a Saturday in an estate. The security guards don't let him in. So that then tells you already that they were instructed not to let him in. He then causes ruckus and tries to bully the security men, throwing them in prison. And then some lady comes charging out. You know what they are like you a vexed woman in Lagos. You know what that saying is. So what do they make of this narrative of the CP CP of Lagos using police power to chase bottom power?
One man. Good evening, everyone. And our viewers. It's to me, it's just show of power. Another show of power. That is what we see. This place is a private estate. You are coming in. The security there said you are not welcome. Even though they don't even regard you as a CP of the state. That means they don't want you. Turn your car back and go away. You don't need to create this scene and even go to the extent of arresting those guys. Now you don't want the gates to be porous. You now put your own guard, your own policemen at the gates. What give you the authority to even do that? I don't know. We have so many problems.
You see, the story is full of holes all the way through. There's absolutely no reason why the security guard will not let him in if the person that is saying he wants to go and see is expecting him. So they just let him in to go and attend. So there's no reason why they will. The only reason why they will not let him in is if they were told. Because I don't know if you've tried to enter an estate in Lagos, but they put a call through to the person that you claim you want to come and visit. And then that person tells them that they're expecting you and then they let you in. So that is just a simple process. So they had no reason to stop him other than being told that he wasn't welcome. And then he starts to bring his guns out and start to, beat people up.
As his position, he's not somebody that should even create a scene. Yoruba will say, these people, the person you are going there, say they don't want you. Turn back your car and your entourage and go back to where you are coming from. You are not welcome. Go back. So who give you the audacity and the authority even to arrest the security? Now put your own security there to create a scene? I don't know. Commissioner of police going to a party, and we know he has his own life, but as that person,
but when he's going to a party, then he's attending then as a private citizen and not as a commissioner of is he representing the state at the party? No. He's attending as a private citizen, surely.
Yes. Yeah, Thomas. Yeah, please, can I just say something?
No problem. Okay.
You see, our law enforcement people, since they don't believe in the law, that's why he will act like that. That's considered as a trespassing. In the Western world now, you can't even try it. It's a trespass.
That's a trespass.
They don't want you.
That's a trespass.
That's not your property. You don't own it.
Yes, you have no right to access to, unless a crime has been committed. That is when the police can forcefully enter a private residence. If they are not in pursuit of criminal matters, then you cannot access a private property unless you are granted access. I mean, what are we doing in that country, man?
UK, you are rightly right. Even in Western world, if policeman came to your house, your private property, you even have the audacity to stop them, to ask for warrants before they even enter your property, even when a crime has even been committed, supposedly committed, or allegation has been laid. You have the right to stop them. Where is your warrant? Where is your search warrant? Where is your arrest warrant? You still have that thing. As a citizen, you have that right. We saw many videos online. Police knock at the door. What do you want? We want to search the house. Why do you want to search the house? There's a crime here. Where's your search warrant? We don't have search warrant. And the person will stood up for he or himself and stand at the door. I've watched many videos like that. And the police will say, you can't come in. But this man, as a CP, no. It's very embarrassing. UK have said it all. It's just trespassing and even denting his image. And he's about to leave Lagos. They've promoted him. He's going out of Lagos now. They promoted him to another.
Okay. I think they want to put. Why is that? They want to replace him with Danladi Abi.
No, they promoted him. He's going out at the CP, going to a big position. They're going to remove put another person there.
Yeah,
it's been promoted.
Who are they putting there? Because they want to put Danladi there.
And Nigeria is waiting. Nigeria is waiting for Nigeria is waiting for those who they will put there. And I know they may bring Hausa or Fulani. But he has been promoted and he's going out of that Lagos very soon. It's not because of this thing, no.
All right. Thomas, let me move you on quickly because I only have a very short window for this session.
Yes, yes, I know.
So let me move you to the Yoruba space instead. This came as a surprise somewhat to me. So this now, Olajengbesi, this guy that has always been the
Yeah,
frontal voice,
Pelumi.
yes,
Yeah.
the frontal voice of the Igboho'S space, especially his incarceration in Benin Republic. Suddenly now he jettisons Igboho, saying he's no longer interested, and he pointedly distances himself from the Yoruba nation narrative. So what are you then making then of this turncoat lawyer?
I read his remark and how he distanced himself. The main purpose of him doing that is that he said Professor Adbaji doesn't have any right to say Nigerians or Yoruba should not vote come the pros election coming this year and coming 2023. That constitutionally everyone has right to vote. That the election will not happen in Southwest. That what give him the effrontery to say that people can choose to vote, people can choose not to vote. That is the main thing. The man said that he has been representing this man, and this man really worked tirelessly to get all those 12 guys out of the DSS, and 2 of them now is facing terrorism and treason. Their case is still there. They just granted them bail, but they still have their case. But this man now is distancing himself. He said, since the man is going out of board, that is why he's doing that. But the problem of what we are looking at now is Ilanomo Odua is different from Igboho'S, what they call it, Yoruba nation or the thing. But people count them as the same thing because they are fighting for the same cause. Is the problem?
Says who? That they are different.
What do you mean?
You say they are different. How are they different?
Yes, that is what people are saying. So, that Ilanomo Odua is different from what Baba Akim Banjo and Yoruba Nation are fighting for. They are not fighting for the same cause. People are saying that because what?
Who are the people saying that?
Yeah, I don't know, because if they are saying that is what the guy said. The guy said he has been advising the Yoruba Nation of 18 that they should not go to that route, telling people not to vote 2023, because Nigeria is still constituted authority, and everyone has the right to vote.
Okay, but Thomas, have you heard about Ilanomo Odua's version of the story?
Yes, I've read. Yes, I read their own. Comment.
What was it they said? What was the reason? What did they say?
What are you talking about? The lawyer?
I mean, what did Ilanomo Odua said?
Yes, I read there. They said because they don't want election in the Southwest, because they want self-determination. That is their own. That is what they said they want.
Well, if you weigh the whole thing very well, you understand that Olajengbesi.
Yeah, Pelumi Olajengbesi.
Pelumi did some kind of blunder, in my own estimation. There was an error in his judgment. There's, like I said, it is foolishness for somebody to reply to a matter before you even hear the whole substance, the crux of the whole of the matter. That's what happened in the case of Pelumi. But like he said, like I think Ilanomo Odua said, he apologized to them after he gave that press release, claiming that he was speaking in behalf of Sani Igboho, And from what they gathered, Sani Igboho did not even authorize him to make that statement in his behalf. That is on one side. Then on the other side is that by attacking Professor what's his name? Papa now, Professor Akintoye. So by attacking him, there was an error in that aspect as well. Now this is what happened. But what I gathered from every person, he said, Belumi said he got the article from is it from the Punch or one of the Guardian, one of the Nigerian newspaper, and then he got some other article from the DSS. So, and then that was why he replied based on that. Or when he had a story that what Baba was saying was that going by what they've started this force majeure, that no election would hold in any of the southwestern state because of the force majeure in place. That constitution was a fraud. It needs to be redone or whatever what I'm agitating for. Based on that, there's no election that should take place.
But do you agree? Do you agree with him?
Baba has not misspoken. No, Baba has not misspoken.
But do you agree with him?
Hold on. Yeah, I agree with what Baba Akintoye said. Yes, he is speaking for himself or for his own group that they should. There will be no. But the way he's attacking Baba, the way he attacked Baba was what makes them look like, okay, we'll hire you as our lawyer. You should not be. Professionally, it won't be advisable for him to do that as a lawyer. That is how I see it. Even though you have anything to say, not saying it in a way that your own client that is paying you, that you're on their payroll, you'll be attacking them that way. And another thing I see that is wrong with him was that he made that comment for that New Year comment, that the New Year message that he said, they claimed that Sani Igboho instructed him to give out, which from what they gathered, it wasn't even Sani Igboho that even gave him that instruction. So I'm not entirely criticizing Belumi, but there's an error in his judgment. He should have heard the situation. I heard the whole story very well before he made that press release. Because later he said he was even apologizing. He apologized to Ilana Modua that, if I knew that was what Baba really meant, perhaps I wouldn't have even said it. But he said he was acting based on what he read from. Is it this paper and the DSS they gave to him? So you can see that there's something there. There is.
I really understand you very well, but my whole take is, who give Ilana Modua to speak for the southwest? They should speak for their own group. They can't speak entirely for the southwest that there will not be election come 2023 or the subsequent election coming. Who give them the right?
Thomas, just the way you have your own right to speak that, there should be election in Southwest. Everybody also, some people also have the right to say, no, there's not going to be. Don't give me that. Don't say that nobody has the right.
I said, who give them the right to speak for all Southerners, the West or Southwest?
Hold on, they're not speaking for all Southerners. They are speaking for those Southerners who are part of their group who wants to see a redone of that constitution or some kind of a Yoruba.
No. He said it in entirety.
That's what?
He said it in entirety that there will be no election in the Southwest.
Well,
he doesn't say he's speaking to his own group.
You've not really read the whole story. The whole story behind what Baba said. Go and read it very well.
No, he did say, he said there was not going to be any election in Yoruba land, and the next set of elections that will take place in Yoruba land will be under a new country, which will be the Yoruba nation.
That's the next election. Okay, that is what triggered this lawyer.
I get
because sorry, hold on. Is that your speculation, or did he say that, the lawyer?
He said that. Go and read this. Go and read his comment. His press release. I read it myself. That is what triggered him. That he is a lawyer in Nigeria. He's still acting under the Constitution of Nigeria.
So if he said
it's debatable. Thomas,
but how can he
debatable.
say he's acting on the Constitution of Nigeria when he's essentially defending somebody that is looking to secede from Nigeria? So how is he defending Sunday Igboho different from the narrative that now that is pinning his withdrawal on?
thank you, one man.
Is it not the same thing?
No, thank you, one man. The guy even said to the extent that he doesn't support Yoruba nation agitation. Go and read this.
So
Yes.
how can he be Sunday Igboho's lawyer then?
So,
Surely he knows what Sunday Igboho stands for.
He can be Sunday Igboho's lawyer in the extent that as they came to his house and they arrested people and killed people in his house. He said it in his own press release. I read everything. He said he is not an agitator of Yoruba nation. He's not in support of Yoruba nation. That he was there as a lawyer to solicit for these guys that were arrested unlawfully, and he got them out. But since these people now, they are now taking their own step to another level.
Thomas, do you know that Olajengbesi is a politician as well? Do you know?
I don't know about that. I know he's a lawyer.
That's why I said.
What did they contend? What did they contend for? What did they contest for?
Hold on. Yeah, it's not contested for anything. I don't know. I mean, not that I know of right now, but he's a politician in Osun State. He's into some kind of politics in Osun State. So what he's speaking to is a
politician that has never carried a ballot.
Don't say that, man. It doesn't mean you have to be you have to carry a ballot before you can be a politician. All right. That doesn't really mean you can be a member of a political party. I don't know which party he belongs to, but I know he is intending.
A politician that's never contested and doesn't have a party.
So what are you saying?
What are you saying? Don't say that. I'm not saying. I don't know.
You are the one saying it. You are saying he's a politician who has never contested anything, but doesn't have a doesn't have a political party. You can be
and
not have a political party.
I don't know his political party. I don't know which political party.
And not having contested anything.
Hold on.
Okay, all right.
But what I know is he's a politician, from what I gathered. Or what political party he belongs to.
Hold
on now.
Come on, rational. You know I won't Hold on. I won't let you get away with that now. You know that now.
I don't know his political party, but I know maybe he's a member of the APC. I don't know. But that's what I heard.
Oh, okay, carry on.
So what I'm trying to say is that Thomas, I will let you continue but what I'm trying to say is this: that if you read his article from his own point of view, you understand that he himself is up to something. Maybe he's hoping to contest some kind of position. I don't know, in the future, perhaps. But the thing is this: the Nigerian Constitution, we can say, what gives that Constitution the right that it has? Is it because of the military that made it for us, and then they force it on everybody? Everybody has the right in that country to make whatever. Make any statement. Some people can say, "Well, we don't agree with that Constitution. No election should hold." And you, that is pro the Nigerian 1999 Constitution, you can also say, "Oh yes, election will hold." That is it. That's how I see it. So let's not overflog this matter and make it look like as if it's Baba has committed an error or has committed a crime by saying that no election should hold in the Southwest. That's how I see it.
It wasn't really an error, but it was a gambit that is playing that. Because if elections then hold in the Southwest, then that tells you then just the reach of his influence. Sometimes you are more potent with silence than with utterances. Maybe you should not have said that.
Yeah,
perhaps. Yes.
Perhaps, yeah. I agree with that.
Is it. You remember, one man, we spoke about this topic some times ago. Everybody agreed with us here now that Baba is just talking. It's not going to happen. Election will happen. And another thing, let me say this, and so you can go to others, is what Baba said now is triggering something again against Igboho. Because saying this now is triggering something against Igboho. Because these people making all these sort of comments, they don't know that the problem will go back to Igboho release. People are saying, let's get this man out of this prison before you you are making
are you referencing Professor Banji Akintoye's comment that what are you referencing that will go back to
what I'm saying is saying that thing is triggering Nigerian government again.
Saying which thing?
Saying there will not be election.
Okay,
in the southwest is triggering again Nigerian government to go against Igboho again. So there's another problem again there again. So they should just tune their tune. They should tune it down. Try to get this man out, as we are saying about Nnamdi Kanu too, that anything anyone wants to do now, they should tune down their tune.
The rhetoric,
the rhetoric, to get these people out first, seek their freedom first before pushing Nigerian government.
Thomas, struggle is not carried out like that. They
struggle is not carried out like that. Like your leader is in bondage.
It's not the only leader we have. Okay, we have several other leaders, and Papa Akintoye is the foremost among them. So,
but do you agree with Thomas that his comment is mistimed and ill-judged? Is ill-judged and mistimed? The comment by the prof.
No. The comment they have to continue to issue out more comment. They have to continue to issue out statement against Nigerian state. And
but if they are doing that, they don't like you should understand what I'm trying to say.
No, forget about
all of them now. Let me say this. All of them,
Igboho is not in the custody of Nigeria. Okay.
Igboho my goodness! I understand. You have been saying this, Ajale Koko. We know Igboho is not in custody of Nigeria, but Nigeria have hand in what is going on.
Forget about whether they have hand. Forget about whether they have hand or whether they don't have hand. What I'm telling you is that fighting struggle is not a lazy man job. Lazy man or a coward doesn't fight struggle. So they have to continue making statements, regional statements, to continue to energize people, to continue to for people that believe in in Yoruba nation agitation, to keep their hope alive. We cannot just keep silent and said, oh, because of one person we want him released, don't let us talk. No, struggle is not carried out like that. So just to let you know. So
you now you are in your parlor, you are eating food. Professor,
what is your problem? Do you really believe in Yoruba nation? So what's your what is your concern with Igboho? You don't believe in the struggle. So what are you talking about?
I don't believe in his struggle, but I believe
leave the people that believe in the struggle to continue their struggle and face whatever consequence that they're gonna face in it. So don't try to tell us to keep quiet. That is what you are saying. They should stop making statement. Is telling us that just keep quiet, sit down, don't do anything. You don't believe in
no problem. I concur.
Do anything.
I concur.
Yeah. All right. When we get the Yoruba nation, Thomas, which I'll be making sure to buy you a first-class ticket to Daura. So thank you, Thomas. Let me go quickly to Alexander, who doesn't really stay with us for that long before he disappears. Alexander, you are multitasking. You are listening and doing a bit of work.
Yeah, I have to pay my bills before I get disconnected. Go ahead.
You still have bills. I thought people of your status, they don't have bills anymore. You just
I pay a lot of money. I pay a lot of money in bills. A lot of money.
There you go. It's a necessary evil, isn't it? You know.
Yeah. All this. How are you though? How's everyone on the planet?
I'm well. Happy New Year to you. So good to see you. So all this Igboho space, do you have any comments on that or whatever?
Yeah, I am a one Nigerian. I think that.
Yes,
Are,
one
are you
Nigerian.
are you one Nigerian?
Yes, because
All
I don't
right.
think
Okay.
I don't
Oh,
think
thank you so
that.
much, Alexander.
Huh?
Say thank you for being one Nigeria.
Yeah, because
No, no,
I believe,
it's
and
outside of your reasons, by the way, Thomas. It's nothing to do with you. He has his own set of reasons, but he
yeah,
will elucidate. Yes, that's
I
fine.
am in one Nigeria because I believe in the nation. Because I've seen, I've been through the country. I was alive when the country was at its peak, and I think we can do it again. I think that we just need very competent leaders and good economic policies and zero to almost zero corruption to take us back to where we were in the 70s to pick up the nation. That's why I'm one Nigerian. I believe Nigeria eventually will split. Don't get me wrong now. It's never going to be like this forever. But as it stands right now, we're better off fighting for reconstruction, fighting up for people managing their natural resources than breaking up. That's the way I see it. That's why I hold this position. I hold dearly to my heart. I believe in Nigeria. I believe it's the greatest black nation in the world. I believe it's the greatest black nation that I ever created. And I think that with the right leadership, we can go back to where we were before. Yeah. So that's my position.
You know that I don't think too many people disagree with you, Alexander. But
I
the
do.
way, no, please, I'm just itching, just to let you go permanently. But the frustration is just the length of time that this is taking. The word potential has been used with the Nigerian state pretty much for the duration of every living Nigeria's life. So they say, oh, Nigeria is potentially. So Nigeria has been potentially for 70 years. So a lot of people are not seeing they're not seeing any light in the horizon to say this is the actualization. They don't see a beacon that the country is headed towards. So if they are saying that if this country is never ever and is looking likely never to fulfill those potentials, then better to just to cut it up into smaller bits and then see if those language-led ethnic nations can do a better feast of it. So this is why
Let
we
me let
see,
me
yeah.
let me put it like this. Breaking up Nigeria would be an international thing. That would be the Western world has too much vested interest in Nigeria. You said the other day that 95% of the people in the world today carry cell phones. The major component of a cell phone is gotten from the Republic of Congo, right? That's the way the white man controls the world. We are not going to be we're not going to be allowed to split up because of their vested interest. So that's the international dimension I'm seeing to that. But what we need to struggle to do.
Alexandra, sorry, can I interject one thing you just said, please, quickly? Alexandra, you said that the West will not allow Nigeria to split because of their invested interest. But do you also believe that keeping Nigeria one and it being in the situation it is also in their invested interest? So that means that Nigeria cannot get out of the mess that it's in.
Not in your lifetime. Not in your lifetime. There's too much vested interest, like I said before. So it's not gonna. I mean, we can agitate, but at the end of the day, the ultimate would be for them, the white people, to come together and say, okay, let's support these people indirectly and let this country break up. But that's not going to happen anytime soon. I'm not saying it's not going to ever happen. It would happen eventually. Could be maybe 30 years, could be 50 years. It won't be in my lifetime because I'm in my mid-60s. So it won't be my lifetime. But it would happen eventually. But not the way we're going about it. It's not going to happen. What we need to start fighting for, in my opinion, and I hold this opinion very strongly.
Corruption. Can I just say something? Do you know that a tiger, when a tiger kills a human, what do they do to that tiger? They hunt it down because it's got a taste for human flesh.
I don't understand. I don't understand what your analogy has to do with what we're talking about.
Let me finish. Let me land, and you can get what I'm coming to. A tiger, when it kills a human being, they hunt it down to kill that tiger because they say that it's got a taste for human flesh. So the point I'm trying to make is that the Nigerian politicians and their children have got a taste for corruption, illegality. So you're in a situation Nigeria will never ever get better.
Yeah,
I don't know if you understand.
you're called Radio Biafra, right? But why do you think that would not exist when Biafra has a nation or when Yoruba nation has a nation? I think it's in our DNA. I think by a natural.
No, I disagree. It's disagree.
No,
it's
just it is. You're very young. That's why you're very young. That's why you're saying that. Nigerians are essentially corrupt people, and going your different ways.
To some extent.
And also name one country where that is not corrupt. Nigeria is not 1% as corrupt as China, or not even 1%.
Yeah, but in China they deal with the corrupt leaders. I believe if you found guilty of corruption, they put it as a death sentence. But in Nigeria, there's no such thing.
Radio Biafra, this is the way I see it. I think, like I said, you are young. You sound young. I've lived in the glorious days of Nigeria. I lived in England before you were born. That we would go to nightclubs and we'd be honored. We go to neighborhoods and they would say to us, neighborhoods are exclusively for Nigerians and Arabs. That's the generation I belong to. So I know Nigeria's worked in the past. It can work again. But the only problem that we need to get the proper leaders to govern the space and get the best out of the country and put the right people in the position and try and cut corruption down to its barest minimum. We can go back to the way we were before. If people want to go their separate...
Mr. Alexandra, in the UK, if you have a bad business, what the British government would do is tear that business down because it's infested with corruption and illegality. They'll just tear it down. But in Nigeria, you're asking people, oh, let's come together and start. No, it cannot work. The best thing is to split that country.
I wouldn't be so definitive by saying it wouldn't work. I would say it's not working. There's a difference between it's not working and it wouldn't work. If you get the right
of a British politician, Radio Biafra called Peter Mandelson.
Yeah. He's the Conservative. I think he was a politician.
He was a health minister. He was a health minister under Margaret Thatcher.
Yes, and then he. Is it Peter Mandelson? Yeah.
The Scottish. Yeah.
No, this guy. He was collecting brown. This was under Tony Blair's administration. He was collecting brown envelopes from the Mittal family, the largest steel barons in the world. Those Indian people. He was collecting his bribes.
Really?
Yes.
He was a high-profile politician in his day.
He was. In fact, he went on to become a lord after that.
Yes, I know Peter Mandelson. I know Peter Mandelson very well.
So don't come here and corruption.
I'm not against Biafra. I'm not against Yoruba nation, but I don't think as feasible as it stands today. It'll happen eventually, but it won't happen anytime soon. That's my position on that.
Well, I think excuse me, what Radio Biafra is saying is the level of the scale of corruption in the British society, you can't compare it to that of Nigeria.
Nigerian corruption you can't. Corruption is equally endemic. Even this present prime minister using public coffers to pad up his own apartments, whatever. All of these things.
One man, you're talking like you don't even know the country you're from.
Well, how do you mean?
I mean, do you know what we talk about corruption in Nigeria? Do you know what it means?
No. The corruption. You see, the corruption in even the country you are in, the country I'm in, they are more endemic than in Nigeria. The thing is that those countries, they are able to insulate.
Yeah, it's done in a more sophisticated manner
because of the size of the economy. But it's not. They are no less
corrupt. But one man.
The
corruption here, you cannot see it. Unlike the one in Nigeria, you see. Yeah. So which one would you regard as a corrupt society? between the one you cannot see and the one that you see they do openly. You can see it openly.
One man, can I say something?
Yeah, go on.
The corruption here. I mean, they do it, but even if when they give them that money, they might do the work, but if you don't do it up to standard, how they want it, then they will come after you. I remember, like, there's a county that I used to live in, Maryland. They call it PG County. So the man is an American, the executive county guy. So do you know that this guy, when they give him money to build the mall, he build like substandard, then take some of the money and go and buy a house in Abuja and Lagos. Do you know when they start tracking, they went to Nigeria and sold that house both in Abuja and Lagos. They brought back the money. Then they went to his house. They went and flushed the check over 100 and something thousand. Do you know that they blocked the sewage? The FBI, they blocked the sewage. They got the whole thing, you know. So for here, they will do, but I mean the corruption they will play it in a way that if you catch up with them, then they will go to jail. You know, as I'm talking to you, they get the man 30 years. Yeah.
So don't play it as if corruption in Nigeria is endemic already. It's not the way it is here.
But what I'm saying is corruption is not unique or peculiar to Nigeria.
It's not peculiar. That's right.
In government is almost like a global.
But corruption is killing Nigeria. That corruption is killing Nigeria. It's not killing us here. Everything is working well for everybody here. Nigeria, corruption is killing Nigeria. You're almost at the point of death now. So you cannot compare the two. The level of corruption between the two, you can't compare it.
You can, but it's the size of your economy that insulates.
If your country is so corrupt over there, you will not have electricity. You will not have good roads. You will not have your runway. You won't have everything working easily for you over there. Because corruption has already killed them over there. That's why nothing is working in Nigeria. So don't compare the two, one man. We cannot argue over that.
One man, I want to say something.
Yeah, go on.
See, for the fact corruption have come into our policemen in Nigeria, forget about it. Because these are the people that are supposed to be checkmating most things that is going on in the society. I mean, where you see the common man. So for the fact corruption have get to that level, it's like if a cop stop you here, that you maybe run a red light, you say, sir, can I have this thing? As soon as you are bringing that money, you are going to jail. You know.
Woman, let me say this to you.
So that's what I want to say. You know.
Let's just do it this way. Your politicians there, how many of them are corrupt? I'm not. It's a rhetorical question. Your banking system there. I mean, what's the level of corruption there compared to Nigeria? Your police over there, your military, whatever over there. What's the level of corruption compared to Nigeria? That's what
I don't think they're as corrupt as the Italians.
Oh my goodness.
Talking about your country there. You're talking about Italia. We don't know about Italia.
You mean in the UK?
Yes.
Yeah, in the UK. That's what I'm saying.
But what I'm saying is it's a lot more subtle, like Alexander said.
But it's not as widespread as Nigeria.
No, you cannot say that. You cannot say that. You can only say that. You can only say that because of the impact that corruption is having, which is a metric in itself.
The way you rationalize things sometimes it baffles me sometimes. But I understand anyway. I understand what you're trying to say.
You? No. But there you are. If you understand it, then it doesn't baffle you.
Trying to make a case for that country. For the way
I'm not making a case. It's just
it looked like that. It looked like that, one man. It looked like you are making a case for Nigerian corruption. You are trying to say that Nigerian corruption is normal. It's normal, like every other country. That is the way you are saying. That's the way you are saying that it's like that over here. It's like you are saying as if, the corruption is like that in advanced country where we live, and no country that is not corrupt.
Okay, no. Can I say? Hold on, UK. Can I say what I am saying? What I am saying is that corruption is not unique or peculiar to Nigeria, but corruption in Nigeria is endemic. What the distinction between Nigeria and just give me a moment, please, Radio Biafra. Corruption is endemic in Nigeria as it is in the United Kingdom, the United States, every other country.
No, it's not endemic here. Can
you hold on? Then let me land the point, and then you can disagree with it. I think it is endemic in America, and I've read enough of the American space to conclude that. But you live there, you can correct me on that. But the point I am making is that an economy like the United States, an economy like the United Kingdom is so supremely rich that it can insulate that corruption from its impact on the people. So the corruption there, it doesn't affect people's day-to-day life, but it's still as big. But the corruption in Nigeria, because it's a third world limited income country, that corruption, it impacts directly, viscerally on the people. So that is how we say the distinction. It's not more or less, but the impact. So it is the impact more than the level that distinguishes Nigeria in that corruption stake. That is just how I say it.
Well, can I say something? Nigerian corruption is abnormal. I mean, it's very, very abnormal. I mean, it's out of hand.
So,
is that about correct?
Nigerian corruption, you cannot say that UK, United Kingdom is so rich, and that is why their corruption, the level of corruption, can easily be absorbed, and they won't feel it. Actually, it's the other way around. It's Nigerian state that is so rich that can absorb corruption. He absorbed corruption for several years.
Kingdom.
Yes, that is why it's still existing. That is why it's still existing to today. In United Kingdom, if they parity the level of corruption in United Kingdom will not survive. It will not survive 1 year because you are tax-based driven economy.
The last space major corruption in the UK.
You derive your revenue from taxes. You derive your revenue from taxes, and that is what you use to run the economy.
The United Kingdom is a $3 trillion economy. Nigeria, a $500 billion economy. United Kingdom population 60-70 million. Nigeria 200 million. So you have a $500 billion economy looking after 200 million people, and then you have a $3 trillion economy looking after 67. So
hold on. In 2015, what was the worth of Nigerian economy? In 2015, tell me.
Nigeria is a 500 to 600 billion economy.
No, in 2015, it was almost a trillion. It was almost a $1 trillion. Look at how much it has reduced to now. It has reduced to 500.
The contention, but I don't want us to go too deeply into. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying there's no corruption in Nigeria, but the point that I was just wanting to land on is that it is not unique or peculiar to Nigeria, and it is by far not the most corrupt country on the planet. But the corruption in Nigeria impacts on the people directly in a way that it impacts their day-to-day life. So by that metric, then you can say it is the most corrupt because of the impact, but not to the volume of corruption. So that's just the point that I was looking to make.
Not just the impact alone. We're talking about on an individual basis. On the individual.
The
individual, okay. Yeah. That's how. What I mean is I just gave an example of your politicians over there. Individually, if you look at your politicians compared to Nigerian politicians, you see that Nigeria far exceed your politicians when it comes to corruption. Talk about your banking system over there. It's well regulated.
No, it's all wrapped up in. Sorry, because of time, I don't want us to labor it too much.
Let me say this before we move on. Between UK politician and Nigerian politician, who are more paid than the other between the two of them?
I suspect it's the Nigerian.
Okay, why should Nigeria, that is a weaker economy to that of UK, get paid more than that of UK?
It's corruption.
Okay. So that is what is killing Nigeria.
Yes,
And
I'm
then,
not even contending that.
So you cannot compare. So that's what I'm saying. Don't compare the two. One is more corrupt than the other.
You're watering it down. You're making it look
I'm
like
not watering it down. I'm saying perspective. I was talking about perspective.
How much?
We've lost Alexander now. Anyway, but carry on here.
How much do you know that the budget for the salary of your politician in entirety in the UK, their running costs and everything compared to that of Nigeria? You will see the difference. You see, and how much does UK budget for the health and education compared to what Nigeria budget?
That's not the area I wasn't even really contending anything. I was merely stating, and I'm not sure that anybody really disagrees, that corruption is endemic in politics. The Italians, the Americans, the British, and everybody in between. Corruption endemic. I think actually the last French president was just jailed, wasn't he? Just the last 2-3 months for corruption. So it's endemic all the way through. But
can Nigerian leader be jailed like that?
No, that's not. But that's a different narrative, isn't it? But I'm saying the only point that I was wanting to establish is that the corruption is not unique or peculiar to Nigeria, and it is not at its highest peak within the Nigerian state. But because of the impact on the people, is more visible, and because it is so widespread and endemic in the system as well. It is so visible. So that's just.
Can I come in? Can I come in for 1 minute?
Yeah, come in, Baba Kure, yes. Yeah.
All right. Well, based on this argument, I think we just have to save ourselves, right? I think I have already mentioned that on this platform. I was talking to one Canadian the other day. About two of them, they were just chatting about how some third world country, they are so corrupt and all things like that. Then these two guys told me that they laughed. They said, you think that here is not corrupt? They said they even corrupt more than where you came from. And they said to me that, you know the reason why why you don't know? Because there's a lot of money to steal. And they are doing a lot of things. So that is why you won't feel when they steal the money. So to save ourselves from this argument,
God bless you, Baba Kure. That is exactly what I was trying to say. But
they said because there is too much money, so you won't really see when they steal that money that they are stealing a lot of money. So to save ourselves, they are doing good things. There is no doubt about that, and that is the reason why we didn't feel it. If Nigeria is doing something like the way we see here, then we won't be able to be saying that, oh well, Nigeria is this, Nigeria is that. So that is my submission about that. So
thank you, Baba Kure. And that conversation that you had with that Canadian, that applies equally in America, in the United Kingdom, France, Germany, Japan, China, everywhere, every single country that applies. But the impact on the people is what highlights it.
Exactly, because we do not have a law that is working, because here they've already have their program. So the program is there. So even if PDP take the power, they will continue with that regulation that has been established. Not for 50, 100 years ago, they still follow that. We take, for instance, like child care support, or like the money they usually pay for children every single month. So that has been there. So if another government gets there, they can only increase it. They are not going to reduce it. It has been established. But the problem we have in Nigeria is that we do not have such thing. Even if we have it, they are not following that. And they mean they are following that and they are doing what they're supposed to do, we wouldn't have even feel it like the way we feel it. So for to save our time, here they are very corrupt. Even the citizens of here established it, that they are very, very corrupt. It's just that there's too much money to steal, and they are doing a lot of things. So that's why we don't see it.
Former Prime Minister of Britain said that if 1% of money been stolen from Nigerian treasury or through corruption in Nigeria is done in Britain, Britain will have been declared a bankrupt nation. Why did he say that?
Well, I don't know that quote, but
no, is it not Cameron or what is the name?
No, he said Nigeria was fantastically corrupt. He said that, but I'm not sure that I don't know that quote that you. So I can't speak to something I don't know.
Yeah.
So
why would he have said that Nigeria is fantastically
I don't know. Yes, because Nigeria is fantastically corrupt. We know that
the level of corruption that is unimaginable. That
I think we should forget about this issue of this debate. There's no doubt about it. All politicians, they are fanatically corrupt. It doesn't really matter where they from, either from Africa, from anywhere you go, they are the same. So it's just that the people in Western world follow the guidelines that has been there for 100 years. So let's just save ourselves from this argument.
All right. Let me stay with you then, Babakure, and take you to Yoruba Nation. This Olajengbesi just how rational mind pronounced it now. He resigns as a Sunday Igboho'S lawyer, citing that he doesn't want to associate with Yoruba Nation. But then, of course, the one association that Sunday Igboho had was with Yoruba Nation. So surely he knew that when he took on the brief. So what do you then think is in play there, Babakure?
Well, to me, I was listening to when Thomas was talking. I'm not going to say that maybe it's been threatening or maybe money change hands or anything can happen in Nigeria. So that is the two things I really think about that. But for him to be saying that now, he should have known that for a very long time, because he has taken over the case since August or September last year. So we are talking of September, October, November, December, January, 5 months after, and you are telling us this. So something is not right somewhere. So and I think somebody mentioned that because
he wants to play politics. Oh yeah, go on.
Professor what's the name of this? Akintoye. Because Professor Akintoye said that there will be no election in Western Nigeria, Southwest. So that is why he resigned. That is just bullshit to me, because it is not Professor Akintoye alone. I've been saying this for very, very long time. The same Igboho said that so many occasions. So why did this want to defend him? Because it is part of what Igboho have been saying before they even ransack his house. So why did he supported him when he said that? So now why is he withdraw from something that we don't really know is going on, and which is best known to him?
Do you think it would have been got at? Do you think this is dollar talking? Do you think they visited him?
You cannot rule that out. As far as I'm concerned, even the same issue of having a Igboho and Benin custody, something is going on between Benin Republic and Nigeria. So we cannot rule all this thing out. So if truly they could not find anything to hold the Igboho, they should have released them before now. So something is going on that we don't really know in between Nigeria government and Benin government.
Igbo is a political prisoner. We know that. So it's politics, yeah.
So there's something going on. So the same thing applicable to the lawyer. So something is going on that we don't really know. We should not just base because somebody said that there will be no election, and that is baseless to me. It doesn't fly.
All right, so, thank you, Baba. Let me quickly take you then to this space. Did you hear the readout of the police commissioner in Lagos, Odumosu?
Yeah,
yes. What are you making of that?
Well, in Nigeria, everybody is always feel big,
Mr.
And
Big.
I think you mentioned that they should have allowed him. What they wrote in the newspaper is what you read. Do we really physically see what transpired between him and the security guard in that area? No, because he might also want to show the way I'm the police, and I don't want to really show if he really invited. So he believed that he can go anywhere without being questioning, without being interrogating. So you cannot rule that out too, because
Is that famous language, isn't it, Baba Akure? Do you know who I am? You know how they like to,
exactly. They are not. They believe that okay, they are too big, so they are not going to. You see, they will belittle the security in that area. Where I'm the police, so I'm above even your superior, that is even the chairman of that your security company. I'm above them, so you cannot ask me questions. These are the things that we have to put into consideration. It's not where they might also play political gaming between that at the same time. But to me, what I paint out of that is that the police boss may not really introduce himself properly, and doesn't really mean that everybody will know you. Maybe the person they just posted to that area as a security might be a new person that doesn't even know him. So the best thing to do is where I am so person and I'm invited. Gentle statement. I'm invited by so person from this so area, and if you want, you can call him or you can call her, so that they can ascertain the information I'm giving to you. As simple as that. You don't need to raise your shoulder that I'm the chief police and all kind of nonsense that is going on. So to me, I don't really believe that the security get out of touch or out of their boundary. They have right to question whoever want to come in, because this is
private estate.
Exactly, where they have their own security, and they've already give them permission, information that okay, anybody that is coming here, you have to get as many information as you wanted from that person before you allow them to come in. So you cannot, even if you are a president, you still need to follow the guideline. That is why our system is not working, because we believe that we're too big. So you don't want to follow. You don't want to follow the guidelines. You don't want to follow the rules. If you go to the bank, you want to jump queue because you are the local government councillor. So you believe that those who are in front of you, they are just animals.
Do you know those local government? They are also walking around with security details now. Your councillor has a police security detail.
That the one I know for sure is before I knew that the chairman of local government, the deputy chairman, and then leader of the house of local government, and the secretary. I know for sure those people have SS. They call them SS, not DSS at that time. I don't know if they still have SS anyway. So anyway, SS. They had that at that time. When I read much, close much about politics in my local government at that time, that I will be able to see the stupidness that they are doing all over there anyway. So at that time, it's not something that is new. But talking about local government chairman, local government councillor now, I never aware of that. But that of the chairman of local government, the deputy, the leader of the house in local government, I know that all those, they have their security, like civil defense. They usually attach civil defense to them at that time.
It's unbelievable. Yeah, but thank you for Baba Akure. Let me press on and go on to Ajanle Koko. And Ajanle Koko, let me take you still to that space because I know that is a space of interest to you. This lawyer now, he's citing that he doesn't want to associate with Yoruba nation, but quite shocking thing to say, because of course one of the foremost faces of Yoruba nation, Sunday Igboho. So what do you think underpins this lawyer's position, Ajanle Koko?
Actually, we cannot tell now. We don't really know why the reason for him to bolt out, but the truth shall be revealed later. But the reason he gave,
I told you earlier on, he released a press. That is why he is opting out. That is why what the man said. He said he, as a lawyer, is working in the Constitution of Nigeria, and there is nothing like secession. That's what the man said. Why he's guessing out.
He obviously doesn't know his legal profession very well.
Yeah, he said he doesn't believe in self-determination. He just went there.
Thomas.
He just wanted to
One man.
rescue.
I will disagree with you guys.
One
That's
man.
not what happened.
I mean,
Can I say
Thomas.
something?
Oh, okay, yeah, rational mind.
No, the guy, what he said is this. It's just like, what's his name? Any lawyer, you know, a lawyer can defend a criminal. Doesn't mean that he shares what that criminal did
or even Lucifer.
So what I'm trying to say is this, that it's not wrong if he defended, what's his name? Yoruba agitators, even though it doesn't support it. But what I'm trying to say is that what he did is going against his clients. What he should have done is he should have consulted with them that I heard this so and so. What is it? That will inform his decision of writing whatever article he wants to write. Because he only hears it from one part, or from DSS, or from the newspaper he said he had it from. But he has not even consulted with his client to find out, okay, did you people mention this? How did you people, can you give me a copy of your press release? I don't know if he did all of that, but that's what they said. He said he did not consult with them first before he had to make that public statement or that press statement. So for him defending Igboho, even though he doesn't share Igboho's view or whatever, I mean, that's not wrong. He could do that because he said he believes in, like he said he believes in equality and fairness. He would defend anybody, but that does not mean that he believes what Igboho believes. We should not fault him for that. But the only fault I find with him is he taking that stand without even consulting with his clients that pays. It's on their payroll. So
and should a senior lawyer even be taking a public position off the back of newspaper headlines? What sort of a lawyer is that? Newspaper headline, and then
that's to tell us there's something much more than we know.
Yes,
like
clearly.
His action is suspicious, and that is why I'm saying that we should wait. Maybe more light shall be brought into open later. But even if you disagree with, just like one man said, it doesn't even make sense to disagree with what they are agitating for, and you are defending them. That does not make sense. But on the other side, as a lawyer, he can defend anybody as far as he knows that they are right according to the Constitution and the contravene. So he can do that as well. But he doesn't need to hurriedly issue out statement and said because of that, he doesn't want to defend them anymore. I mean, that's something suspicious.
Do you consider that statement a political move?
Yeah, it look like a political and treacherous statement.
Move. Yes. Because the reason I'm asking is it's a lawyer-client relationship, and if you want to do debrief, then the brief in the quietness is meant to be similar to your relationship with your doctor. It's not something to be paid out with a third party. Never mind on the pay. And then they said they didn't even know that they just read it on Facebook. This is what Ilana Modra are saying.
So something
so they didn't even tell them. He just put it on Facebook that I'm no longer their lawyer. Is this the world we are living in now?
You see, this what the rational man said earlier, that it might be a politician and maybe he's looking forward to contesting for political position, and that is why he's making that statement or taking that action. It could be right. What rational man said could be right. We could look at it that way too, because there's just no reason for the action he has taken at all. It doesn't really make sense. If at all that you want to, it has to be between you and your client. Meet them and tell them, look, this is my position. And that does not even if you oppose their position as that people should not come out and vote, that does not disturb you from still carrying on your professional duty with them, because it doesn't disturb you at all. So I don't know, but I know more light will come out, and we will get to know more the the exact of what is playing out behind the scene. So I just let's keep waiting for more information to come out. I know our people will dig more things out on that. So that's my own position.
All right, Ajale Koko, I want you to react to this story that I've just come across. The headline alone, it shocks me. So let me just give it to you quickly and get your reaction on it. Nigerian police misplaces. Hold on, there's something. Hold on. I don't know if you know something called Discord. I'm logged on to Discord, which keeps blipping away on my screen. So let me just quickly log out of it because it's distracting me somewhat. Okay, just bear with me one quick second. I just need to come out of this thing.
All right.
It's one of those things that I used to track all these, all those NFTs that I'm always telling you I'm buying all over the place. Okay. All right, sorry about that. Let me bring you this, Ajale Koko. Nigerian police misplaces, now listen to this figure. Nigerian police misplaces 178,459 AK-47 assault rifles, pistols, trial of senior officers recommended. So that headline alone, a report from the Office of the Auditor General of the Federation has revealed that the records of 178,459 AK-47 rifles, assorted rifles, pistols, other arms and ammunitions have gone unaccounted for, dating as far back as January 2020. These findings are contained in the audit query document dated September the 15th, 2021. The document was signed by the Auditor General of the Federation and has been sent to the Clerk of the National Assembly, Amos Ojo. It is expected to be investigated by the House of Representatives Committees on Public Accounts. Audit observed from the review of the Arms Movement Register, monthly returns of arms and ammunition register at the Armory section that a total number of lost firearms as reported as at December 2018 stood at 178,459 pieces. So I'll just leave it there, but just your reaction to that are close to 250,000 arms unaccounted for missing from the police. What are you making of that, Madame Koko?
Nigerian police will do anything for money. I believe those arms have been sold to terrorists, armed robbers, bandits, and that is what they have done on the political talks and the rest of it. So Nigerian police will do anything for money. That is what they are. They will do everything. So I am concluding they have sold that arms, and some people enrich their pocket by selling those arms, and they have put the life of every Nigerian in danger. So the insecurity we have in Nigeria today, police are part of the insecurity problem that we are going through in that country. They supposed to fight insecurity or put insecurity under control, but rather they continue to contribute more to it every day by the way they set up their roadblocks, by the way they harass people, torture people, killing of indiscriminate killing of people. So police department in that country, they need to be overhauled completely. they are one of the problem in that country. They need to solve insecurity problem, but rather they're contributing more to the insecurity palaver that we are going through in that country. Those sections or states or units that are involved in this arms dismissal, the missing arms rather, all of them should be arrested and they should be tried in public court, and they should be put to shame. And the head of those units as well, whether he knows about it or doesn't know about it, must be they must be found accountable as well. They should take them to court and pull them, because they are the head of the unit. Every head of the unit where these arms are missing should face trial. And police, they are the number one criminal in that country. They are the number one criminal. They are worse than bandits. They are worse than armed robber. They are worse than anything. The only way you see them working is when maybe a politician is involved in a situation and they have to go all out to make sure they protect politician, or if they are boss, or maybe one rich man that is one of our millionaires or billionaires. That is when you will see them working. But any issue that concerns ordinary man, police is not at work for ordinary man in that country.
That's a lot of weapons, though. That's a lot. That's a lot of weapons. Madame Koka was saying.
That's a lot of. I can't. Yeah. I mean, that is.
You see what we mean by corruption? About corruption.
Yes, that's another corrupt practice right there.
They're selling that kind of amount of.
They don't even go to the extent they rent gun at night for thief. They rent gun.
How do you know that, Thomas? You can't just make up.
One man, this is right. This is I told you before. I have a brother that is in police. He said our guys they rent gun.
You want to implicate your own brother?
He's not the one, but he know their modus operandi. He can't lie to me. They rent gun at night to these armed robbers. They get it early in the morning.
But do you know the level of corruption? Another level, another way they are running that police this time the police department with their corrupt practices. Do you know that every policeman that is even going out with gun, they rent it, or they paid for it, and the bullet. It's not given to them free of charge by the state. They rent it they paid for it. See the level of corruption in that Nigerian police force. Their uniform, the uniform of these officers, even though they're supposed to be given free, they are not given free. They paid for it. The gun they carry, they rent it from Nigeria police. The bullet they carry in their they paid for it.
Please, what is the solution?
How do you expect them to perform? They will sell it. They will sell the arms if they have the way to steal some and go and sell it to make money. They will sell it and make money, because all they are there for is just to extort and make money in any illegal way. They don't mind killing. They kill people. We watched a video recently where police asked somebody to go and collect money from POS. They went with him to POS. They collect that money, and
it was a young student, wasn't it, that was making his way from Abeokuta or something to Lasu.
There's another one in another incident in Abuja.
In fact,
that they have to withdraw like 250,000 from that guy. 250,000 naira.
No, it was 400. In fact, it wasn't 500,000 naira they collected from him.
Maybe
400,000 naira from his own, and then his own brother's account too. Collected about 400.
Yes.
And then they said they wanted to move their cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, Nigeria police.
And they said, yeah, right, you follow, yeah, Russian army followed it very well. And they said,
Nigeria,
oh my goodness. Can you see that? They said, they told them that they will have killed them. That if they don't do it, they will have killed them. So I'm not surprised. They sold it for money, and those people that are involved should be tried and should pay a big price for it.
Yes, Exiro was asking what the solution is. The solution, I would say, is the solution to everything in Nigeria is just strong institutions. You know, it's just strong institutions because, of course, you have to sign. You have to sign a gun out when you're going on operation, and sign it back in when you're returning. And if you're not able to sign it back in, then you have to be made to fill a very lengthy form to explain why you have not. Yes. It's strong institutions now.
Most of the problem institution. Most of the problems we have in Nigeria.
What are you talking about?
Most of the problems we have in Nigeria are still tied to the problem of the bigger government not willing to delegate powers. You know, if power is delegated, all these institutions will be well handled. But if you cannot maintain, you cannot. I'm coming. You cannot manage a police force that is that big in a big country like Nigeria from the national office. No. It cannot work. It cannot work. Wow. So that is why you cannot have quality control in that department. You cannot even have proper management of the wherewithal to function properly. You can't. You cannot manage a big firm from one spot. Even companies delegate powers. Not to talk of Nigeria. Nigeria is 200 million, and the states are so many, and we have so many ungoverned spaces. So much ungoverned spaces, and it's because of this problem of not delegating power. The government is scared. That is why the Igboho'S and the Nnamdi Kanus are in prison. Delegate powers, restructure. That's just my say.
You see,
thank you.
All right, thank you, Exiro. You see,
for us to say, let me just say this one man, please. It's easy for us to say strong institutions, which is also part of the solution. But I tell you, like other people have been saying, there's a need for re-education, or re-educating the minds of the Nigerian, the psyche of a Nigerian, the mind of a Nigerian. It needs to be re-educated. You see, our police, they are not properly trained. They're not properly educated. A lot of them, I mean, the way they even, I don't know if some of you have met, if you have a one-on-one interaction.
Yeah, but is that not because I don't want us to go too lengthy on it. But is that
We're saying the same thing.
Is that not encaptured in institutions? You know,
if you have an institution and the people are not educated, they are not really the mind of it.
No, you don't understand. The institution is essentially about processes and due diligence and due process, essentially. So that education that they are saying, it's not as though there's no threshold. It's just that they are just signing people in with fake documents, with no document at all. All of these things because the institutions are too weak.
These institutions, are they going to be run by robots or are they going to be run by humans?
No. You don't understand. The institution itself, it puts in place certain checks and balances, two processes that almost makes it it cannot be impossible, so difficult for you to circumvent it, that it is not worth the effort to circumvent it. Like the sort of institutions that you have in the country you live in or the country that I live in. If you want to go into the police services, if you're an armed police officer in this country, which they don't carry arms, you sign forms before you take arms out. You sign it back in. If you shoot a bullet, you have to write a lengthy report. All of these things. So these are all of the parameters. And then you go through a process where you are thoroughly examined psychologically, intellectually, physically, to see that you're fit for purpose to have that level of interaction with the public. So all of that is the institution, the education, the processes, and how things should run smoothly.
And
so
I didn't think we don't have an institution. Are you saying we don't have an institution right now in Nigeria?
We don't have strong institutions.
So why don't we have strong institutions?
Because of the corruption and it's well that is what we need anyway. Why we don't have it, I don't know. Maybe you can tell us.
Well, that's what Alexander said. I mean,
Nigerians,
we all saying the right thing.
Nigerians are some of the most sophisticated Africans in the world. Nigerians are very law-abiding. If you go anywhere in the world where Nigerians live, they abide by the laws. They are one of the best foreigners outside Nigeria. So you just have to restructure and fix the institutions in Nigeria.
Yeah,
and then Nigerians will cooperate. Nigerians will not cooperate when they see loopholes. What we have now is loopholes everywhere.
Yeah, coming UK.
Yeah, the reason why we don't have strong institution in Nigeria, let me just give you 2 points. One, the people who are in the political arena, they are all thugs. They don't, I mean, just few of them that have that creativity, you know.
Yes.
Thug have hijacked our political arena. And another one, Nigerian people don't like the country Nigeria because when we come to that country, we don't obey the law. You see somebody, you see how they throw trashes, even let's use the common one. You know, when you tell them that, why did you do this thing? He will tell you, is it your business?
See why I said there's a need for re-educating the minds of a Nigerian.
No, yeah, that's one point. But another point is that you remember that viral video that was going around just a few weeks ago about this guy in the Delta spaces that this road that was badly built and it was pulling off the road with his bare hands and lamenting at the quality of the road. So that again speaks to strong institutions. That would never happen in any country that has a due process just templated, concreted into a system that the idea of even doing it to that poor quality, not even doing it up to standard is not an option. Never mind just painting black paint on a road and say on dirt and say you've given them road. So it's all to do with the institution. There's no checks and balances. It's just a fly-by-night, free-for-all sort of system. So that's just
going by what we're debating here. So do you think Nigeria can work with the way it's right now?
Sorry, who's that? That's Radio Biafra rattling, isn't it? Yeah. So no, Nigeria can't run. Nigeria needs strong institutions. That's what we said.
So
Radio Biafra, you are rattling the place, man. Just don't do that.
Can you see the need now for some kind of restructuring, some kind of a new order in that country?
No, that's not in dispute. Of course, we all see that it's untenable the way it is, and I think everybody is of that space. It's just the fear of what the rewiring that Nigeria needs to do. The fear of what it portends is what is holding it back. Because the people who hold on to power by force, you know, they fear that this restructure will remove that capacity or ability to hold on. But everybody knows the country is untenable the way it is in terms of in any way. Restructuring, of course, in fact, is almost inevitable, I would say.
One man, can I say something, please?
Yeah, come in.
To buttress what UK said earlier on. I watched a video in the Christmas time. One policeman is doing mega giveaway. He stopped the car, that Danfo, he stopped the car. He asked about his driver's license. The man gave it to him and he gave it back to the driver. Then he was sharing money to all the passengers in the car and the driver. And right at the front of the car, a lady was sitting down there. He was peeling a banana and he was eating the banana. In front of that policeman, the lady was dropping the banana peels in the front of the policeman. In the front of the policeman in the main road. And I was even thinking the man will say something. Why are you pulling the peels of banana in the road? And the police just look away as if there's nothing happening. I said, wow.
That's indiscipline.
Can I comment?
That's indiscipline in the society.
I think we should have like a civics department that they have all these jingles to embarrass people out of that behavior. Yeah, come in. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much. Thomas. I think it was Thomas just mentioned about police right now. Okay.
Yes.
One of my experience when I was in Nakura is what I want to share, right? yeah. Ah, boy. Nigeria is gone.
You are
Actually,
laughing. You have not even said anything. You already laughed. What the rest you? It's a funny country. It's a joke.
Do you if I tell you that police even passing on vehicle to turn on the I would say on highway, they are if like you are going and I mean there is like you want to go to your right side and there is another vehicle that's supposed to go to the left side. So the one that is going to the left side has to turn. You know, you're supposed to drive and go and turn in the runabout. That very place. I don't know if you guys get the picture of what I'm trying to describe.
I understand, Baba. I
The
understand
vehicle,
you.
the police, where the police checkpoint, the police was looking at him like this, and the guy passed in front of the police, turned back to where he was coming from. Then I now said to police, I wide out my glass. I said, do you know that this man's not supposed to turn from here? This is what is causing this traffic because you guys allow this vehicle to be turning here. This is not the turning point. You know, they were just looking at me like this. They didn't even say one word. And I just said to myself,
Baba, do you understand what I'm saying now? You are putting a banana peels that can injure somebody in the front of a policeman. Yeah, and the policeman just looked away as if there's not. I said, banana peels is a dangerous thing that can kill. If you step on banana peels here and you get wounded, you can sue the company. You can sue anyone that did that to you.
In this country, you sue the government. If you trip on a pavement and you injure yourself, you can sue the government.
You can sue the government.
Yes, I'm going to post a link to a video in the comment section. I recommend that everybody go and watch this video. But just after the stream comes to an end, go and watch that video. Very illuminating. This guy, New Zealand guy, he went to Nigeria. Watch this video and then watch the last. What is Nigeria's?
I was going to mention that, Mr. Wamba, Indigo Traveler you're talking about, yeah?
Indigo Traveler, yes, Indigo Traveler.
I was going to mention that in your comment earlier. Okay, carry on.
So watch it from the last one, but watch it from the last one, then back through. He did about 4 or 5 videos in Nigeria. So he went to Lagos and Kano. But my goodness me, that's all I would say. But man, God, you know,
where is the link?
I know I'm popping it in, but don't go yet because I need your numbers to to keep me up. But go and watch it later. Watch this video that I'm posting now. I tried to DM the guy, but of course they will just ignore me. He has about 2 million subscribers, so what does he even care about me? But
can I say something?
Yeah, go on.
Do you know the guy, Mohammed, the guide that was showing Indigo around?
Yeah.
He said that this guy Mohammed was actually begging him to come to Nigeria. And he wanted him to see his beloved Nigeria. And I thought to myself, oh my God, so you invited, because this guy, when he travels around these countries, he doesn't go to the fancy places. He goes to the ghettos. He wants to show the world the ghettos. So this guy is begging him to come to Nigeria. And you see how bad these places are. It's incredible. Humans can live in such places. You got humans, place where they poo-poo. And people are living. Oh my goodness!
Can I say something?
Hold on. It was just what Baba Kure was saying about or rather what Thomas was saying about somebody throwing banana peels. That then people were actually in Kano. They are defecating in their own. They have a gutter that runs through their home, so they would defecate in the gutter. The gutter will flush it into open sewer, and then they live on top of those. If you keep your animals in those conditions in any other countries that we are all living in, they will lock you up. They will lock you up. Conditions worse that the animals cannot live in those conditions in the country that any of us are living in. But that is how people are delighting in Kano. It's just it's a mess. It's a mess.
Oh man.
All right. Yeah.
So let me say this. Did you see that Aliyu too has released a press conference, a press statement too? That lawyer for Igboho. He has also condemned what Ilana Modu said. This whole thing is just becoming
Do you think the Professor Akitoye's comment was ill-timed and ill-judged?
Sort of, yeah. It's ill-timed. I think they should have done a little bit of introspection before they could release such statements.
And badly worded. Do you think it was badly worded as well?
I don't know, because I think maybe badly worded, I would say too. But then for me, it's just like I just see like there's been this kind of what we're talking about is happening in the IPOB ranks too, like this incoherent. I mean, there is this lack of coordination. They don't have synergy among themselves. You hear this one say this one, that. I mean, this one says one thing, the other one says another thing, and you see all this kind of infighting among them. I mean, it's gradually creeping into
you know what I'm getting at? What I was really getting at was that some of the things that he said in his statement, Professor Akitoye, I thought it was ill-judged and badly worded. He's saying that elections will not take place, governorship and House of Assembly elections will not take place in Yoruba land in 2022. Now, we all know that those elections will take place, but he's telling us that they will not. So, somebody like that is all selling point. The entirety of his totality, Professor Akitoye, is his credibility, nothing else. It's his credibility that sells us then whatever he has to say. So if he's telling us this, and then those elections go to happen, then that cheat.
It's just like what happened in when Kanu during the 2019 election, when Kanu was saying there was not going to be any election in the East, and then eventually he was saying that he had some kind of I don't know, whatever. But let me not go there. Let me not. So what I'm trying to say is this: that he should do a little bit of mind what you say, and speak to what you know. You have the ability.
Do you think it needs handlers? Do you think it needs media handlers?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know what's going on with that Ilana Modua right now. The whole thing is just looking ridiculous to me. The same ridiculousness I'm saying in IPOP is also in the Ilana Modua now. So the whole thing is like, I don't know what is going on. That is why a lot of people are just like, kind of like.
Rational mind. IPOP, they are fighting for money now.
Is that what they are doing? Let's not mention IPOP, but remember, before they can come and start cursing our mothers again.
Can I interject and give you guys a brief of what's going on?
The same people that want their country.
All right, hold on, Thomas. Let's hear from Radio Biafra. Yeah, go on.
I mean, you think that freedom fighting is a walk in the park? What
nobody thinks that, but make the point
exactly. That, what rational mind was saying that, look at what they are doing and all this thing? I mean, are you surprised? Nigerian government has put aside billions to do what they can to try and put infiltrators to cause us problems. So IPOB is still intact. We are still intact. We are still fighting for the release of our brother and leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and also for the restoration of Biafra. We haven't lost focus. At the same time, we are putting these infiltrators in their place. This time in Ekpa, this autopilot.
Hold on.
Okay.
Has Simon Ekpa fallen out of favor? I thought it was your new Messiah.
We have found out that
he's an enemy now.
He is, yes, he's a criminal. He's working with the Nigerian government, and we're dealing with him.
How did they? Hold on. How did they arrive at that?
Because of he is been supporting a woman. That woman you said yesterday in your book, was it yesterday or the day before? You said that is I think Tony that sent you a video
of Kelly.
One woman that was.
Dr. Kelly.
Yeah, her name is Nelly. Nelly, your favorite.
Nelly, yes.
Yes. She's been talking nonsense and all that thing, and he's supporting her. and he claims that he's a disciple of Mazinam. How can you be a disciple of Mazinam and you're supporting a woman that is trying to destroy IPOB? Now she has claimed that we're not fighting for Biafra, we're fighting for this Jew nonsense. So, I mean, the guy we have put him in his place, and we're going to expose him. He is a fraud. He is raising funds. He claims he's raising funds for.
Hold on. I was hoping to escape the East today. But what you're saying is that not the problem of that area, though? Just 2 months ago, Simon Epa was the shining beacon, the anointed one, the second coming. But now today is a traitor, and you are going to deal with it. Is that not the totality of it's not some chaotic?
That shows you.
It's just yam and eggs. It's a yam and egg something, isn't it? You're just running the yam and eggs.
It shows you that IPOB is a PMF to the Nigerian government.
It's a PMF.
And when they take out all these loans, make sure hold on, Mr.
Can I interject
when
1
you hear
minute?
that your Nigerian government has taken out loans, remember. Okay.
All right, let's hear from Ajale Koko. But before you go, Ajale Koko, I have an optician's appointment at the top of the hour. So, and it's a 20-minute drive. So within the next 15 minutes thereabout, I'll be rounding off just so I can.
Can I round up, Mr. One Man?
Huh?
So I
no.
Can I round up?
Yeah, go on.
Okay, yes. I need to go back to what I think yesterday's broadcast. You said that when you were talking about IPOB and Biafra will never come on all this thing.
What's yesterday's broadcast?
Day before yesterday. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yes, you and Mike and all this thing was saying that Biafra will never come. You guys are living in cuckoo land and all this thing. Well, I'm going to say to you that Nigeria will not get better. I don't care what you say. There's antecedents of backup. Nigeria will never get better. You could call all your one Nigerianists, Rational Mind, Mike, all these people. Nigeria will never get better. No matter which leader you have. Believe me. Nigeria will never get better.
Hold on, Rational Mind. I never said Biafra would never come. Maybe Mike said that. Can you hold on? Because I said the word. So what I did say was that there was no such thing as either Yoruba nation or Biafra nation. So the idea of restoration of Biafra or restoration of Yoruba nation is somewhat is disingenuous language. So what you are looking to do is to create a new country called Biafra or Yoruba
but
nation.
It will come. Believe me. When your government collects loans, take into mind that
don't go around the long way.
Let me interject real quick, please. I have a question for Radio Biafra.
Yeah.
Okay, Mr.
So Radio Biafra, until your belief is that Biafra will come. So until that, let's assume that somewhere along the line, maybe by some stroke of luck, that happened.
Mr. Wemme, you didn't ask me how long do you think
I'm not asking you. I'm not asking you anything. Hold on. Because I just said now that can you hold on? Because I told you now that I had an appointment, so I'm just trying to make sure everybody has a voice before I rush off. Yeah. So
so until your fabled Biafra arrives, what country do you pledge your allegiance to?
Well, I pledge my allegiance, unfortunately, to the country I'm residing at this moment in time.
So wait, you pledge your allegiance to the imperialist British crown. Am I right?
Yes. Okay. Yes, it depends on what level, though.
Over an African country, you pledge your allegiance to people that colonized, enslaved, and steal our resources.
And the Nigerian government are killing my people. They are sending fighter jets in Imo, my own province, to start killing my people. I should go there and start supporting them. Come on, man.
That's the question I had. I'm done.
Britain to some level.
Okay, one man. Can I?
Britain to some level.
No, you have to support Britain now. You're an Englishman. We know that. Why would you not support Britain? But let's hear from you.
Some level, but Nigeria cannot support at any level.
All right. Ajale Koko, to you.
Yeah, I'm just trying to respond to Rational Man saying that the way the Inano Omodua are doing things or the way he sees what they are doing, it doesn't look good to him. It looks like one man, rational man is giving up.
Not quite, not really, not quite.
Yeah,
but I'm doubting the whole thing again, kind of.
Yeah, but I don't know why you have to doubt it. The statement of Ilana Modua, particularly Akintoye, has not changed their position. Their position has been there won't be election 2023. Yeah, our position is to disrupt the election by continue to sensitize our people not to vote. So, and that is the only way we can disrupt this the criminal in government that are ruling us and are killing our people. So, if we cannot stop election in Nigeria, then Nigeria will remain. So, but if we stop election to hold by our people not coming out to vote, then if we don't have representative all over Yoruba land, all over Igbo land, then those that are Nigeria will keep Nigeria and we will keep our place. So it looks like it's impossible, but that position is the position of the a good way to fight against Nigerian state. There's no other option. What other option do we have? So do we have to participate in election and vote for them again for this criminal? Is that what other option do we have? So we don't have any other option than to disrupt their corrupt electoral process and then and break up and let the country, the democracy, the corrupt democratic process and break it up.
I know one man has to run very quickly. You see, let me make this point real quick. My point is this: I'm not really entirely against what Akintoye said. I'm just talking about the timing. One man himself also agrees. The timing is what we're talking about here. And you see, another thing again is...
What is wrong with the timing?
Hold on. Yeah, the timing. Because if you speak to something, you need to be able to not just talk the talk. You need to walk the walk as well. That's what I'm trying to say. You just talk the talk.
They are walking too. They are walking too. You know the way they are walking. Baba Akure just told us that when he traveled home, he met one of his family that told him that yes, they are doing some underground work. The Yoruba nation are doing some underground. Yes, so they are working, but they have to issue out a public statement for people like us and some other people that are outside there to keep their hope alive. That yes, to keep reminding them, don't vote, and to keep the message going, to keep spreading the message that election cannot solve your problem.
Let me rest my case.
No election will solve your problem.
Yes, maybe let Ajale Koko have the final word temporarily on that. Maybe when we reconvene, you can tackle him. But let's hear from Vin. Sorry, Ajale Koko. Let's hear from Vin, who has not said a word. And then I'll acknowledge Alexander's super chat and I'll shut down. So, Vin, let's hear from you.
I thank you very much, one man. But I hope you can just give me a brief, a headline of what we are talking about. I joined late.
All right. Thank you, Vin. I'm just going to have to ask you to join us later because I have an appointment which I have to attend.
Okay.
And I cannot
let me just use this opportunity and thank everybody and welcome us into the new year. This is my first time coming since the new year. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, and a happy new year to you. How is the farm going? Are your stocks, are they breeding? Are they breeding well?
Yeah, I just sent some bulls. I sent some bulls, about 10 of them, to the slaughterhouse, and it has been sold.
I hope you are investing. 10 of them. I hope you are investing the money in properties because I need somewhere to stay when I come to Ghana.
That would be when you come to Ghana. That would be no problem of accommodation.
Mr. Vin, how are you doing?
Yes,
Mr. Vin.
He's making millions now. You don't hear it.
Yeah, I'm
Did
there.
you hear what you just said? Did you hear what you said? 10 cows to slaughter. Do you know how much 10 cow is? That's at least what $3,000 each per head, and that's just $30,000 that is just pocketed in one trip.
Here it's not. Here it's not all that expensive. Here,
look at this guy.
One big cow, a year-old one cow, a bull for beef is about 7,000-8,000 Ghana cedi, which is about $1,200 or $1,300.
Look at that poverty, $1,200 just from livestock. That's what about 15K you just collected there. But well done, Vin. Join us later, and then we'll tease you some more. But let me.
I will do that. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Always a delight. Let me acknowledge Alexander Super Chat, and then I must dash. The lack of patriotism, Alexander says, the lack of patriotism is the major bane of the Nigerian space. Listen to Vin spew praises of his country, Ghana, with the size of an economy smaller than my local government area in Lagos. Shameful. So that is what they call damning with faint praise. You would think that he was praising you, but he's actually mocking you. Alexander, you are your clever.
No, man. No. That's not true. That's not true.
The totality of your economy in Ghana is just Surulere. This is what Alexander is saying to you. But there you have it.
Our GDP is huge. Our GDP is over 70 billion.
There you are. That's okay. That's Ikeja. So
it's a small country. It's a small country anyway. It's a small country of 30 million people. So we are okay. We are okay.
All right. Thank you.
We don't kill people. Our policemen are very, very disciplined and little. But I'm not telling you that.
No. You are going to escape me today, but I'm prepared for you for the next time you come. You have to come and explain that how the Ghanaian parliament was turned into an MMA ring, kicking
exactly.
and punching. Are you going to deny that video? When they
no. I support it.
Are boxers fighting
I support it.
Street
African
fighting.
way.
You see, so
African way, because the way we want to. If they say no, if they put any tax that is not going to favor us, we will say no, and our representative will tell them from our constituencies, go there and do what is necessary.
To throw punches.
Of course, they do it, and that thing is on hold now. It is on hold. If they didn't do that, it is on hold. We are not rubber stamp. We are not rubber stamp.
Look at that. Hooligans in government. But
no, that is not hooligans. It's a way of.
It's not hooligans. It's not hooligans. Rolling on the floor and smashing bottles. They are smashing bottles in Ghanaian parliament.
How is it that you guys have peaceful elections?
Even in UK, they fought. Even in UK, they fought in parliament. In UK, they fought in parliament. They throw bottles.
Thank you, Vin.